Hey, this is Elizabeth from the Wisconsin Education Law and Policy Hub. So pretty much every school district in Wisconsin, with a few exceptions, but the overwhelming majority, they buy their policy as boilerplate from one of two sources. One of them is called Neola. It's a company based in Ohio, and they sell boilerplate to school boards as like their business model. Um, the other source is the Wisconsin Association of School Boards, or WASB. Uh, so Neola, though, they sell their policy to something like two-thirds, three-quarters of the school districts in the state. And so what I'm going to show you is how to tell whether your school board's policy is from Neola, whether it's from WASB, or whether you're one of the very few school districts in the state that actually write their own policy. So right now I've got the policy manual open for the Berlin Area School District. You can see it right here. And right away, I can tell that this is a Neola policy manual because of the way that it's organized. So it's organized in these like thousands. The numbers are in the thousands. And I'm going to just do this as an example. So if I open the 500 series for students, um, policy 5517 is going to be the district's anti-harassment policy, student anti-harassment. So I click on that. Um, Policy is going to pop up. So here it is, student anti-harassment, prohibited harassment. We get the definition. And then if I scroll all the way down to the bottom of the policy, it's going to show me that this is copyrighted by Neola. So there it is, copyright Neola 2021. Okay, so that was the Berlin area school district. So now I've got this like list of policy manuals open and I'm going to just work our way down and show you. So here, this is the Shorewood school district, right? Completely different school district, but I've got it open to policy 5517, student anti-harassment. And it looks like very much the same as the Berlin one that we just had open. And again, if we scroll down to the bottom, it's copyright Neola. And so these policies aren't exactly the same. School districts sometimes tweak the boilerplate a little bit, and sometimes there's like Neola will offer a couple different choices, and the district can choose which one it wants. But they're very, very, very overwhelmingly similar. And here's another one. So this is Eagle River. So we're going all the way up to the, the far northlands. Um, but again, policy 5517 is the student anti-harassment policy, and it's the same basic setup. So now the other main purveyor of boilerplate policy in the state is the Wisconsin Association of School Boards. And here's what those policy manuals look like. They're going to be set up with numbering systems that are in the hundreds instead of the thousands. And the WASB policy number for harassment is 411. So here's policy 411.2, and that's the WASB anti-harassment policy, and I've got it open here. Here's another example. This is, I believe, yeah, Appleton, and oops, again, 400 series, policy 411.1 is student harassment. So that's how you can tell if it's a WASB policy is if it's set up in that hundred system. And then we've got like this very small number. Oh, here's Heartland Lakeside. This looks like they're sort of adapting WASB, but they don't have it all the way in place yet because they've got the hundreds starting to show up, but they don't have all of them there. And they do say that they're still adding policy to the website. So then there's this small number of districts in the state that do write their own policy. They tend to be the larger school districts, like the ones that have enough resources to hire lawyers to get like really hands-on with their policy writing process. And you'll see that they've got like just a different setup. So here's Sun Prairie, um, and it's got this completely different numbering system. Um, so they don't even have numbers; they have letters. And so student discrimination and harassment is policy JB, which is just different. It's just its own thing. And then the last one I'm going to show you is Madison. And again, Madison, they've got like a thousands system, but it's not the same as the Neola thousand system, and they're just doing their own thing in Madison. But like I said, like by far the overwhelming majority of school districts in the state, they're going to be this Neola system that I showed you at the very beginning. So it's going to be set up in the thousands, and you're going to be able to see that Neola copyright down at the bottom of the policies.